Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Dychronic, host here on this Destiny 2 video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Destiny 2 weekly reset for October 20th, 2020. We got ourselves at 2020. Let's go. First and foremost, just wanted to mention that Bungie actually has a new story reveal trailer for Beyond Light that they released today, so you guys should go watch that. It's exciting, you know. I'm not really that knowledgeable about the story, but it's always exciting to see these cool cinematics, so go check that out. However, on the Destiny specific side of things, there's two things of note this week. First of all, this is the third week of the Festival Lost event, so 3 out of 4 weeks here. So if you need to do festival stuff, you only have 2 more weeks to do it. And the second thing is that all Grandmasters have been unlocked. So if you wanted to complete all the Grandmasters, including the fact that Lake Shadows is available, you can do that this week and for the rest of the season. But anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the weekly reset. Starting up with the Nightfall ordeal this week, it's going to be 7th and Song. As far as the 100k goes, you're probably going to have to do the 1050, but 1050 should be plenty, and the modifiers are going to have Barrier and Unstoppable, my favorite. For the regular Nightfalls, we have Insight Terminus, Tree of Probabilities, and Hollowed Lair. The heroic modifier for this week will have Void Singe. Just trying not to fall off the edge and really not doing that hot. For the rotating Crucible playlist today, we have Momentum Control, which is really useful for a lot of pinnacle weapon stuff. If you need to get your mountaintop or you want to get Randy's throwing knife, it's a great place to do it. And the other one's going to be Breakthrough. And just a note is that Momentum Control is not going to be returning next season. As for Reckoning, this week it will be the Likeness of Oryx. Anything available during the Oryx week will be available this week, and the modifier will be Solar Singe. For the Flashpoint this week, it will be taking place on Mars. Probably the last time you'll ever see a Flashpoint on Mars. Completing the public events, Lost Sectors, and Rogue Adventures to complete this very quickly. And yet again, probably one of the last times I'm going to be able to say this, since we're already here for Escalation Protocol, this week is going to be all 3. And I think last week was all 3, so next week should be the shotgun. If not, then next week will be all 3. For the Menagerie, this week it will be Hasapigo, the big Minotaur boss at the end, and the modifier for the regular mode will have Void Singe. The modifiers for the heroic mode will have Extinguish, Iron, Blackout, and Void Singe. This boss is more of that medium difficulty. Next week is going to have the Grenadier and Aranuk. That's the fun time. You should play that one if you need the heroic bosses for whatever reason. Next up, we have the Moon. First and foremost, for the Nightmare Hunts, we have Skolas, we have Zydron, and we have Taniks. And obviously, Zydron's going to be the pick here for the easiest, as there is that spot where you can just hide from the boss and shoot him for like 5 minutes. Okay, well, maybe like 20 minutes. For the Garden of Salvation raid, the challenge this week will be to the top. This is going to be taking place in the 3rd encounter in the raid. This is going to be the encounter where you actually kill the Harpy boss, and in this encounter you have to deposit 10 motes anytime you deposit motes. So instead of going for the regular 5-10-10-5 strat, you have to go with 10-10-10. The way you do this is you send somebody early. That first tether to start the activity, you have actually the buff, so send somebody early and the first person will replace them. Moving on to the Eververse Store. Ooh, we got some interesting... Oh, I really like the armor on this one. But moving on to Eververse Store, showing off what is available, Bright Dust and all that what. Now, first and foremost, we've got the Halted Oblivion. It's going to be that very cold-looking broom with the cat on it. People do love that one. It's obviously random mods on it. There's also the one where you sit next to the candles we saw last week. We also see the reanimated entrance, which we also saw, but I think the first week. We got the Nougat Delight, which... I don't... Whoa. Wow, that's green. Where's the green? How is this green? That's... I hate the shader display or preview. And just as a reminder, you can actually purchase a lot of the Halloween items in the Halloween event section for Bright Dust. So if you really like, for example, the Hunter Ornament set, you can actually just purchase it for 6,000 Bright Dust for each of the different classes. And you can also purchase the previous season stuff if you want that one as well. And these should all be universal ornaments, so you can put them on any armor set. You know, I gotta say, the female model does not look that great with this armor set. It definitely looks a lot better with the male model. For the other Bright Dust, for the other Bright Dust section, we have things like the Lunar Roar, which you just kind of howl at the moon. I believe this was one from last year, but I can't remember. We've got the Aerial Shroud ship, which is very straightforward. You have the mask for the spider, which is actually available for Bright Dust. I imagine next week we're going to have the actual spider mask available for Bright Dust as well. The Inflicted Seeker ship, which looks like this. We got this sparrow, which is one of my favorite sparrows in the game, which also colors really, really well. Like, oh my god, like, look at that. you got like freaking green boosting in the back, this purple here, and this is just a randomly chosen color. Like it looks great with so much. I just wish I had an instant summon. Oh my god, do you see this? This is such a cool spell. Oh my god. Also some ghost shells, some ghost projection, more transmet effects. I highly recommend this one, especially if you have friends who are afraid of spiders. You got your vibrant Medusa, I would recommend. Looks pretty nice on a lot of weapons. Some armor pieces also look kind of nice. This is one of my favorite named shaders, Melchizedek Bramble. That's literally how it is, Melchizedek Bramble. If you ever got a cheesy dick, you should get this shader. And finally, you have the Dark Fluorescent, which also looks on a good on a bunch of different weapons. Overall, a lot of great stuff this week, I gotta say. You definitely should pick up some of these things if you want. And finally, for Hawthornes Inventory, showing off the weekly raid challenges. First and foremost, for the Last Wish raid, we have Summoning Ritual. This is gonna be, I believe this is gonna be the actual first encounter with Kali, and in this encounter, you have to activate all 9 plates instead of just the correct 6 plate. And just as a note, this is going to be the last opportunity to do each of these Scourge and Crown challenges. So if you don't have Hold the Line or Limited Blessings, this is the literal last opportunity to do it. For the Scourge of the Past one, Hold the Line, you just have to do everything faster. So just make sure the battery level doesn't go below, I believe, 40%, and you'll be able to do this. And for the Crown of Sorrows, we have Limited Blessing, also in the first encounter of the raid, and in this encounter, only 2 people at one time can have the blessing, so just pass it over between 2 different pairs of people. Come to think of it, I think I'm also just missing like 1 encounter without anyone getting that Witch's Curse buff, so I should probably go do that myself. Yeah. Yeah, what can I say? I'm embarrassed that one has just been sitting there. Well, at least I got some goals. I'm gonna do that during the stream probably. You know, I'm always a little surprised by how many freaking triumphs I have. I'm missing 1 or 2 from the campaign. I'm missing 2 from raids. Like, I'm almost completely done with the Vanguard. That's ridiculous. And that is gonna be pretty much the end of the video. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any questions, concerns. Also, make sure you come check out my live streams that I have right after this video. You can see on screen now all of the different times. I usually play Destiny 2 with open lobbies for raids, for dungeons, all sorts of different things, so come check it out, come say hello. Also, come say butt fart in chat so I know that you came from this video. I'm just gonna completely forget that I said that, so you're gonna have to remind me. Yes, come join us on the live streams. We have a lot of fun, and I hope to have you join us in game. Yeah, that's gonna be the end of it. Hope you guys did enjoy. Bye, Dychronic, and I will see you guys on the next one.